Welcome to SportX Leaders, where I'm joined by Jerry Laka, the Sport Director of KovsieSport at the University of the Free State and President of University Sports South Africa, USA, to talk to about what's happening at the university as well as his career to date in sports administration. Let's start off by describing to us what is it that you do as the Director of Sport at the university. Welcome, Jerry.
Thank you very much, Gerald, and thank you very much to the listeners. My role as a sports director at the university is to drive the development and implementation of the KovsieSport strategy. That's the first point, and the critical point is for me to provide a strategic leadership direction for operational, administrative, and managerial functions by ensuring the delivery of high performance sport and also competitive and recreational sports within the department, and making sure that we deliver our programs efficiently and effectively, so in line with the university's Vision 130.
Okay. So that vision is then not just purely focusing on academic world, but also includes sports and recreation, which is a much needed thing for busy students.
Yes, for us, it is important that as a university, we produce the well-rounded students who are not here only just for academic purposes, but also to develop the students holistically, which form part of the four pillars of our student affairs strategic vision, which is to provide student development, student experience, and also student wellness and student development.
Yeah. Coxie Sport traditionally being very strong in performance on the field, and I might add, as a result of the performance of the field, what are some of the most significant achievements or milestones managed by the university sports teams and athletes recently?
Recently, the significant achievements or milestones is for me is to see our students participating in international competitions. That's one achievement, and a number of our students athletes were part of the FISU cross country and FISU rugby sevens championships. FISU is an international federation of university sports in the world. For me, is to see our students participating in there, and also our teams doing well in those championships. And also seeing we had about 19 students participating in the Kuksa Games that was hosted by South Africa in athletics, basketball, chess, football, and table tennis. So seeing our students being part of those teams, for me, it's a milestone achievement. And also seeing 6 of our students being part of the Cranon team that won the Telkom National League 2024. It was a great achievement for our students. And also seeing our basketball team captain Nkasimulo Vilagazi being the first student. That made me make it very clear. He was the first student to participate in the Basketball National League for the Free State Warriors. So for me, it was an achievement for him, but also for the university, and creating a way for other students to can be able to participate in the BNL. And also our teams participating in the USA Winter Tournaments. Most of our teams ended up in the top 5 positions. And for me, it's a milestone achievement. But also last week, seeing the recognition of our student athletes and coaches receiving the MEC Excellence Awards, Carla Pretorius winning the Sports Star of the Year in the Free State, and our netball coach, Bertha de Kock, receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Free State Sports Awards. For me, that was the great milestone. and Luzanne Kotze for participating in the Paralympic sport. For me, that was a milestone for our university because a number of our students athletes and a number of our staff were recognized in those awards. And obviously, lastly, for our football team reaching the varsity football semi-final, it was a great varsity football campaign. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to the final, but reaching the semi-final was a milestone, and our goalkeeper also getting the goalkeeper of the tournament was a great achievement. And also the varsity netball team reaching the final of varsity netball, of which today at 7 o'clock we are playing against University of Pretoria in the semi-final, searching to be in the final in the coming week.
Okay, great stuff. So you've mentioned that one of the pillars of the greater vision of the university is to create a well-rounded student. And so what strategies or initiatives is the university looking at, in particularly your department, to implement or to enhance the overall student experience, especially so in sports and recreation, Jerry?
Obviously, our strategy is aimed at fostering participation in sport at the recreational level first, because we are not just a sport department about high performance. It's also give other students an opportunity to be part of healthy lifestyle through recreation program. So that's one area, and at the same time, identifying and further developing talented student athletes for participation at high performance level, like from recreation, competitive to high performance sport. That's one strategy that we are pushing. We also focus on the holistic well-being of a student athletes and student administrators, because it's not only about participation in sport. Some of them they participate in sport not as athletes, but also as administrators, as coaches, as physios, and all the other things that has to do with sports. But we're doing that through the implementation of a professionally designed and sustainable and viable sports program. For me, that's a strategy there. And also to enable us the implementation of a recreational program that focuses on physical, social, and cultural well-being, because it's about recreation, it's about well-being. So we need to make sure that we do that. And obviously, one of our strategies also is purposefully to establish a culture of care, excellence, and participation through the successful implementation of a well-governing sporting programs, which allow the university community and also the surrounding communities in the university to experience a sense of belonging. So that's one other strategy, but also the other strategy is also to promote the students' health and well-being through collaborative effort with other departments and other stakeholders outside of the university. But also the strategy is for us to create an opportunity for our students athletes to participate at different levels of competition, locally, regionally, nationally, and internationally. So we give our students an opportunity to participate in that. But we do that by creating an environment which is conducive to the attributes of competitive sport and which allow emerging sport coaches to compete. Because there's other sporting coaches that are just starting and they want to compete at the higher level. So we're providing that opportunity. One critical strategy that we really take as a sports department is the implementation of integrated high performance sports program, which encompasses sports science and medicine, which impacts on the performance of our athletes at elite level and also our teams. And that is why we had our rugby team winning the varsity cup, and most of our teams reaching the semifinals and ultimately in the finals, and our athletes also competing at international level. So that high performance program, it assists our students to can be able to compete at the higher level. But obviously, lastly, one of the strategies is to find partners to successfully implement programs collaboratively with other people so that we create a conducive environment along holistic approach, which impacts on the successes of our students, because no man is an island. We need to make sure that we really work together to develop our students. So that's in a nutshell the strategy that we implement at
No,
KovsieSport.
great. And congratulations on the rugby team winning the Varsity Cup. Looking ahead, what are your personal goals, Jerry, and aspirations for the university sports program? Just imagine I've just met you and I said I've got 30 seconds in the elevator. Share your personal goals with me as director of sport.
Yeah, obviously my personal goals and aspirations is to see KovsieSport and University of the Free State programs running like oil-made machine, impacting and changing the lives of our students through sport, but also to provide a transformative student sport experience by experiencing, building, and creating a winning culture. We do that by producing excellent quality student athletes that will impact regionally, nationally, globally through sport excellence. That's my aspirations.
No, great. And lastly, what excites you most about the future of sport at university level across the spectrum? Because you also wear another hat as president of USA.
Yeah, what excites me about the university sport, especially the university that I am currently, is the strategic intent of the university by recognizing the power of sport. That's one thing that really makes me excited about the future, and also the support that we receive from the university management, right through from the vice chancellor, the deans and other staff from the other university units. But in as far as university sports in general, what really excites me as the president of University Sports South Africa is the linkage that university sport has with the federations,
Yeah.
and the quality of the student athletes that we produce at the university that goes on and represent the country at international level. So we are, as universities, we are contributing to the development of sport in the country, and that is why it is important for people to see the role that the universities are playing in sport in our country. So it really makes me excited to see our students doing well at a high performance level, Olympics and other national teams.
No, great. And of course, so because of the support of the field they receive from sports departments like yourself and
Yes,
leaders like
yes.
yourself. Jerry Laka, the sports director at KovsieSport at the University of the Free State and president of University Sports South Africa, thank you for your time, which is very much appreciated. That's where we would leave it for now. And thank you for watching the SportX channel, which is hosted on TalkX TV. Until next time.